The timeline they provide and updated and communicated with us frequently was very helpful. I mean, someone who, as I am, likes to be involved in the project to a fairly high degree, more just sort of knowing what's going on as much as anything. Being able to have a weekly meeting with our project leader, to be able to go over the timeline and talk about where we are, what's coming up, kind of understood how we live, what our interests were, what our concerns were. And through that time we spent with them, we achieved a level of comfort that I think is important.
I think one of the biggest goals for our project was to be able to get everything done by a certain time frame. We had a number of different areas of the house that were going to be worked on at the same time. And so that made the whole project a little complicated. We were doing the front of the house, on the exterior. We were also doing the interior of the house, virtually the entire upstairs. So we needed to make sure that we got it done within a reasonable amount of time and on budget. We ultimately decided on Kaufman because of the quality that they offered and because they had a nice package of services that they could provide. They weren't the cheapest bid, but they were going to be able to provide the best service. We made a number of design changes as we were working on the project, and Kaufman was really good about being flexible with us, and that was another thing that we liked initially when we were interviewing them, is their ability to be flexible because they have a full range of talents on their team. If we suddenly wanted to make a change, which we did on the exterior design, they were able to just incorporate that, get the design done, get the materials purchased, and then do the project and still keep it on time.
After they poured the foundation, we came and met with the project manager, and he told me that the people that poured the foundation were off 4 inches. So he had them pull out one of the basement walls and re-pour it. At that point, I knew we were in good hands.
Building a house is very stressful, both from all the different decisions you have to make as well as all the money that you're spending. And the Kaufman team was very helpful all the way from helping us make decisions to just the work that they did was excellent.
Because it was designed and priced and built with one mind, it's a much more cohesive house, I believe.
I think the advantage of having the designer and the builder all work for the same place is that as they're building your house, they own the design. It's a pride of ownership. I think what the fixed price did is caused us to go pick everything out ahead of time. And one of the things that created then was a cohesive look throughout the house. Everything was chosen before construction started. And because of that, you got a vision of what everything was going to look like.
Normally, when people plan on building a house, they basically think, here, this is what I want, go build it. That isn't the way it works. The design build process is very collaborative, and I believe it has to be in order to produce the house that you want. The living room feels like home, but there's also a down-home elegance about it, and you see it on the faces of everybody that walks in.
We love it. We couldn't be happier with the finished product. I actually have recommended Kaufman Construction to some friends of mine. What I told them was that if you want a home that has absolutely your touches along with Devin's design, that you can't go wrong if you go with Kaufman Construction.